An American thing is.
All right. Peace, peace, peace. I just want to share some videos for educational purposes and educational use purposes only. Now, I told y'all about who we are, right? I mentioned the Arawak Nation and the people of the Arawak. Remember, I said that in other videos. Now. So, me being the brother that I am, first and foremost, I want to say good evening to anybody that's going to watch. Play a video, real small snippet of Bobby Hemmitt, our legendary scholar Bobby Hemmitt. And he's going to let it be known who you all so-called African American people are. Okay? He's going to break down everything I said about the Arawak. He's going to say, literally, how the whole African American concept or the title broke us away from all the different connections between the Caribbean people, which we are connected to, all the way down to South America. That's a part of the Arawak Nation that I've been telling y'all about. Okay? So, here we go. I'm about to play it.
To omit, you see, the indigenous black man of this particular land. So what's that? When we brought the African American, all of the Caribbean, right, all of South America, right, all of Latin America, and this is another way to reclassify you. You see what I'm saying? Outside of power. That's a political move that was put in by the government to break you down to this subclass, you see, and not be a world community. So to call you an African, to disconnect you from that global community and that great diaspora that we were talking about. So that's a political move. Are we the true Native Americans? Yes, come on. The average Native American was this brother's complexion at the turn of the century. Now when you say Native American, it's some white person with a feather in his hair. So how in within blue eyes? So how in 1 year, how in that whole African American thing is to omit, you see, the indigenous black man of this particular land. So what's that? When we brought the African American term, we cut out all of the Caribbean, right, all of South America, right, all of Latin America. And this is another way to reclassify you. You see what I'm saying? Outside of power. That's a political move that was put in by the government to break you down to this subclass, you see, and not be a world community. So to call you an African American is to disconnect you from that global community and that great diaspora that we were talking about. So that's a political move. Are we the true Native Americans? Yes, come on. The average Native American was this brother's complexion at the turn of the century. Now when you say Native American, it's some white person with a feather.
Now, that being said, right? Now you heard what he said. That's connected to the Arawak Nation I've been telling y'all about. The Arawak Nation stretched from here in the Americas to the Caribbean, all the way down to South America. Okay? The Arawak Nation was also connected to the Creek. That's also connected to the Yamasee or the Yamasee. That is also connected to the Washita. Let's go into a little deeper. That is also connected to what they call the Nibiru, the people of the extraterrestrials of Nibiru and all of that too. Because the simple fact is, we already had pyramids over here in the United States of America. See, this is what they don't want nobody to know. I told y'all that the Empress Sheba III let out her mouth that the kingdom of Africa stretched from Africa to the Americas. Well, to Africa, India, and to the Americas. And I spoke to y'all and told y'all about the Africans in Asia by Dr. Eugene Adams. They were called the Nagas. It just so happens that Fairburn mentioned that. She said that the beings in the Biru were Asiatic, melanated people. And we are called the Asiatics. Then to top all of that, she mentioned the Nagas dealing with the chakras in the body. I've been telling y'all this stuff for a long time, and people are coming out saying this. Y'all heard Bobby Hemmett say that. I mean, I could play the Empress Sheba real quick and let y'all know what she said about how the kingdom over there stretched from India to the Caribbean to the Americas. So guess what? This is also considered what you call Africa, but this was here first, not over there. So, let me see if I can find the Empress herself, okay? Because I want y'all to really listen to this real carefully, because I'm using this for educational purposes only, because I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of people thinking that yours truly is a fraud, right? You know what I'm saying? So, what I be talking about, I have receipts for. Let me see, Empress. Keep putting on Sheba, but I'm putting down Empress Sheba. Just give me a second. I'm typing it up. Who cares what people think? People want to think about themselves anyway. And I agree. Let them think about themselves. But this is important. This is all facts right here. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? Let me see. I think this might be the one. I'm gonna make sure. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I'm finding the right one. Where she literally, oh, here you go. This is the Empress. This is the Empress right here. Her name is Empress Sheba III. See? Queen Sheba. Okay? Now. You see the headdress? That is the headdress of Hat Haru or Hathor. That's the crown of Hathor. This is for educational use right here, only. You see, she got the ankh and everything.
The Edge of Ampa, and the real meaning of Edge. And my grandfather was my great grandfather, then my father, though now it's passed away. So my uncle is now on the throne. And it's my pleasure to meeting you, and you're welcome to Libya. Thank you very much. And you were so gracious to tell me a bit about your royal family, so I'll give you some of our royal background. We are from the Nubia Kushite line. I'm the Nubia Kushite from the Kush throne. Our family region covers the south of Libya, the southern part of Sudan, and the northern part of Sudan, the southern part of Egypt. But that is the home region of the throne. It's not the throne itself. The throne itself of Kush covered all of the African continent, into the Americas, into India. It's a throne whose forefather was Nimrod. Nimrod was the son of Kush. Kush was the son of Ham.
Now y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? The kingdom of Nubia was also over here. So those that said I don't know what I'm talking about, she just confirmed it. I do a lot of intense research on the stuff that I do and I look up. Everything that I tell y'all, I have videos, information to back it up along with the books. No, I protect my crown. It's not cold there. I don't want nobody trying to attack me psychically. That's what I wear my headdress for. But anyways, I wanted y'all to know I don't have to make up none of the stuff that I say. Y'all heard what the Empress said. The Nubia Kingdom, which is connected to the Sudanese bloodline. But here's the crazy thing. All that connects to the Asiatic people. And this place right here had what you call queens, empresses, and so on. There's nothing to saying about that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. No, I'm going to leave that right there. I don't got time for that. But yeah, that's what they do. That's what y'all need to know. That's what everything I've been telling y'all. That's everything I've said to y'all repeatedly over and over again. I don't have to say anything. And if y'all want to see, this is where I got it from, this channel right here. And it talks about, it's like approximately, I think, 13 years old. This Empress right here, she's still alive. She is still alive. She has the eldest, if not the oldest, matriarch blood on the planet. Blood on the planet. Y'all heard what I said. Okay? No more talk. All education, all information. So, all these people saying, no. With that, if you knew what happened with me 5 years ago, you would know why I say what I say. That's what it is. I don't have to really explain myself too much, but that's what I do. So anyways, I can find, let me see, something else that I want to look into. Years ago, when I was on another channel, there was a video, a show. And this particular one, I remember showing this. And it was the Cosmic Slop video, the movie. What's going on? What's going on? It was the Cosmic Slop movie, and it talked about the extraterrestrials and everything. No, that wasn't Haile Selassie. I've been fine. That's not Haile Selassie. That was actually the Empress Sheba III, who have the oldest matriarch blood on the planet, who actually mentioned that the Kingdom of Nubia did not just stretch over there, but it stretched over here in the U.S. and in India, to be exact. So therefore, the kingdom of Nubia was from there all the way over here to the U.S., which means that the indigenous people look like yours truly, copper colored. Not the ones you see today. They come from Siberia. They are also your modern day people, what you can say, were Asian. So they're not the original Asiatics though. So that's what I want to share with y'all with that. But I also wanted y'all to hear from the Empress herself how the way the kingdom stretched from over there to here, and how this from here stretched over there. So it's like it happened both ways. So I just want to share that with y'all. Alright. Now I'm gonna see if I can find the whole thing with the Cosmic Slop thing. I really want to show y'all something.
Back in 19...
I'm not going to show the extraterrestrial thing. But however, I'm going to show something that's really interesting to mine. Because I didn't mention to y'all about the Orisha and everything.
I'm sure.
And I remember talking to Mother Shelley. Mother Shelley, I'm going to show y'all this. And y'all see this right here. Let's make this a little bigger. Y'all see that, right? This is a celebration for an Orisha. This is for educational purposes. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
The point I'm trying to make is a great work of art. It should be on display in our museum, along with other art treasures.
Blessed Virgin of Charity represents compassion and belongs in the church. If the people want to see it, they're welcome to our church.
Well, if your church were a little more accessible, I could see your point, Father Carlos, but I mean, who's going to travel all the way to the South Bronx just to see this statue?
People who live in the South Bronx.
Oh, Father Carlos, be reasonable.
I'm sure that Mr. Spivey is not insensitive to the needs of your parishioners. In fact, I'm sure that in exchange for the statue, the museum would be willing to make a donation to the capital fund of the Archdiocese. We maintain this funds for repairs and improvements on churches with the greatest need.
So the museum's donation will be earmarked for repairs in my church?
As I said, the donation will be made to the Archdiocese capital fund.
Then we have a deal?
Oh, yes. I'll have my office draw up the papers and you can make...
I'm gonna stop it when they get to a certain part.
Very good, Your Highness. Father Carlos? This is for the best. I mean, the interest of the larger community is better served.
Why?
Mr. Spivey put it best. For the good of the larger community.
I assume the community we were primarily concerned with was the Catholic community. In this case, the people within my church.
Are you sure they outlawed Catholics?
Well, I see what this is about. It's because of some of my parishioners involved with this.
I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit,
Now,
y'all.
I have spoken to you about this before. The church will not tolerate pagan traditions and practices.
The museum is going to take away our cue.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more.
You mean the Blessed
Because I want y'all to know who the saint is that they worshiping. I really want y'all to know who the saint is. All right. So you see the Santerios, or the people that practice Santeria, right?
The church phone said you left 25 minutes ago. I hope you were extremely careful.
I'm just fast forwarding everything so y'all can see this. Trying to find the video, the part that y'all can see who she is. Give me a second. I really want y'all to see who the saint is. I'm trying to remember where it's at. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, but the whole thing is I'm reading with this what you saying, Joe. Was it Joe Sky or Ski? Look, man, I feel what you're saying, but you can't doubt that. You can say what you want. You can't doubt. I really want y'all to know that the saint in the movie is Oshun herself, right? And I was trying to let y'all know how I told y'all that Hat-Horu has is similarities to the two. Then I was letting y'all know that how the Catholics worship the Great Mother. And I was letting, and the video was letting you know that they were Catholic men in the beginning of the movie, talking like the Catholic priest was talking about the statue or the saint. The saint came alive, and what the whole breakdown was that the young priest, didn't realize that Oshun was claiming his crown, or she was claiming that she rules his Ori. So the whole time, her spirit is within him. He didn't even realize it. So that's what I was trying to show you, to let you know how it all works and correlates together. You understand? I couldn't find that scene right away because I didn't want y'all to just see me skipping and everything. But to let you know that's what it's all about. That, see, they're not going to tell you how I told you about the 33 vertebrae. How the 33 vertebrae of your spinal cord equals that of Jacob's ladder, where you can see the Most High, which is your Ori, which connects you to the divine you, and to also have a strong communication to the divine herself. Got me? That's what I was trying to let y'all see. And see, there is a documentary called Santeria. I can show you what that documentary looked like, and it's up to you if you want to look at it. So, you know, give me a second so y'all can see I'm not making stuff up. And I kept on telling you that you will, like, many are called, but few are chosen. Okay? This documentary right here. She is 10 years old. This gentleman right there. See, what y'all don't know is that the Catholic Church go to them. This is what they're not going to tell you. Practice the rites of an ancient ancestral practice that was pretty much our stuff. And they use it, and what they do, they worship the Great Mother. You got me? Now, what I'm going to show you is another part right here that I'm going to show you that I do research on too. Alright, I'm going to type in the name so y'all can see for yourself. I'm coming up. I'm just going to show y'all receipts. I'm done talking. Alright. So, just give me a second. So, boom. What I tell you? Look at this. Read that. Oshun is, look at that. Associated. Look at all that. Y'all see that? Look at that. Read that. Now, that being said, y'all see why they still in power, because they worship the Great Mother's energy. They know about what? That the divine is actually feminine. That is why the Pope go behind the scenes and worship a so-called Black Madonna. Just to let you know. All of it deals with goes back to the matriarch and all of that. Not the patriarch, but the matriarch. It goes back to all of this. And nobody don't want to talk about this like that. But I want to show you hands down the real deal. Matter of fact, let's go ahead. I'm going to type in what is another name for Our Lady of Charity. Y'all ready? And I don't like looking from Wikipedia, but it shows this. Look at that. Just look at it. Do you see that? Y'all see that? Another name for Our Lady of Charity is Mary, Queen of Charity. This title reflects the devotion to the Virgin Mary as a source of love, mercy, particularly in the context of her role as the mother of Jesus. I am done. Now you want to know why they're still in power. Now you want to know why they're still in power. Thank you, Mother Shelley. Now you want to know why they're still in power. Everything I've been telling those that I talk to outside of YouTube, I just confirmed all of that. Dealing with the Great Mother and all of that. Then also I showed you about Bobby Hammond talking about who we really are, about us being Native American and all of that. And then to top that off, Fairburn spoke on who we really are too. Fairburn said out her mouth that the so-called Anunnaki are considered copper-colored Asiatic beings. They come light-skinned too. She spoke on that on her stream. So, that's what I wanted to say to y'all. So, that being said, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I said I was going to come with receipts. Oh, tomorrow, I'm going to post up a picture of a Hindu deity that looked just like Dr. Sebi. See, another thing I want to go into real quick, back to the Fairburn. She literally said out her mouth by the so-called Anunnaki, that's the title everybody give them, by them being Asiatic. Those that are Asiatic like us, we went by the name of Nagas. That dealt with also our connection to the chakras and the Kundalini. I'm just paraphrasing a lot of things that she said, but it's all connected. And I said this numerous times over and over again about us being called Nagas and so on. I've been saying this repeatedly, and everybody's starting to say this shit. And I'm like, yo, for me to have a small goddamn channel, I'm saying a lot of stuff for a reason, and I repeat it for a reason. And I tell everybody, don't be surprised that a lot of bigger platforms are going to start saying keywords. The same Asian sister that I posted up a couple like some lives ago, shout out to Dan Calloway, he started playing that. Thank you. Then to top all that, the person that stalked me for the last 5 years posted up the same video of the same Asian sister. The same Asian sister. And she said that we are the original indigenous people. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. And I'm tired of people not really understanding what is being said every day, because I repeat the same stuff so people can wake up. And I give a shout out to one of my teachers, Dr. Malachi York. I give a shout out to a lot of the great teachers, Dr. Ben Yakinen and all of them, Dr. Francis West Welsen. I give a shout out to every last teacher that came to wake us up. I even give shout outs to Bobby Hemmett. I played the video when he was saying who the heck we are. And everybody that dealt with that FBA BS, guess what? By you saying that you foundational black American, you just now called yourself an African American, and Bobby Hemmett just broke it down and said that it separates you from your Caribbean blood, your Caribbean roots and everything, all the way down to South America. But yet, you want to follow these people that want your money. Y'all better look up Rex 84 and all that stuff. Y'all better start looking up that stuff. Rex 84, the Prince Alfred plan. You need to start looking up all that stuff. Everything has been shown to you to f you over. That's what it was doing. To f you over. They put agents in your communities, in our communities, to manipulate us repeatedly. So we can't get the connection back. Then I told y'all that whole mothership stuff is a big ass lie. Because it's not them. It's not them. Y'all don't realize what's really going on behind the scenes. This is all about warfare and trying to take your inheritance. Why? Your inheritance is intergalactic and also multidimensional. Your bloodline is very ancient. Those that have the type, what is it, type A blood, you are original, you are indigenous. I'm only going to mention on that blood type for right now. See, I get tired when people think it's a joke. Now I'm about to play. I'm gonna see if I can find a video to confirm something. Even more. Let's see. Where's that video at that I was showing yesterday? I think the day before. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me, y'all. Oh, yeah, I think this is it. Now, I'm going to play this video one more again. If this is the same one.
I mean, this is what we've been
Excuse me, sorry about that.
trying to tell y'all.
All right, racists, let's talk about the truth. There is so much discourse lately about who is native and who is indigenous, and even the nerve to bring up who is the architect of soul food. And what everyone needs to understand is that black people are the earth. Black people are the only unmutated humanity. They told you humans came from Africa like it was a migration story. But that's not the truth. The truth is, Africa is the first face of the earth. And blackness is the source of all biology. Everyone else? Genetic drift, mutational echo, survival glitches adapted to ice and exile. Let's talk origins. The black woman is the womb of the world. Forget the Eve in the garden story. That was a stolen metaphor. The real Eve lives in the woman's mitochondria. And not just any women. Melanin-rich, thick-hipped, thick-lipped, and copper-toned. Elegant, poised, literally perfect, planet-rooted black women. White women don't carry the full ancestral genome. Asian, Mexican, and Native women only carry fragments. Black women carry the total code. She doesn't reproduce diversity. She births the whole species. When small African offshoot groups migrated north, they weren't evolving. They were mutating, adapting to survival, not thriving. That's where lighter skin, narrow nostrils, reduced melanin, and behavioral changes began. All signs of environmental stress, not superiority. You don't get white by evolving, you get white by forgetting the sun. And it's progression. The white genome contains 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. Let me repeat, they didn't just descend from humans, they were cavemen. Black people have 0 Neanderthal admixture. That's not a joke. That's biology. Black people are the originals. Non-black people are the remix. The problem is, the remix decided to express its evil nature by attempting to erase the original track. Let's talk indigenous. The term indigenous was invented by settlers to decide who was native enough to be managed, named, and displaced. But indigenous is a political term, not a genetic one. And political terms can't overwrite blood memory. Being first on the continent does not make you first on the planet. However, black people being first on the planet means they are first on every continent. The black genome is Earth's source code. Everyone else is just running a copy of their biological operating system. The war against black genetics is a war against humanity. Melanin isn't pigment, it's the translate solar energy into life. Plants have it, animals have it, humans need it. Black people have the highest concentration of it, which means black people don't just live on Earth, they translate it. They are not just a race, they are the root species. Black isn't a color, it's the motherboard. Every other group, adaptations, mutations, and mistakes. This isn't supremacy, this is truth. Black people didn't come from Africa. Africa came from black people.
Living a dream.
Now, that being said about the Asiatic so-called black people, the melanin and all of that, the mitochondria dealing with the woman and all of that, I rest my case because it all goes back to what? It goes back to the matriarch. It goes back to the mother. It goes back to the so-called black woman. It goes back to all of that. It goes back to all of that and more. It deals with also intergalactic shit too. And I am not making that up. And I just want to let y'all know that I got more stuff coming. So be ready. And that's all I got to say. And I want to say thank you for saying that I'm protected. And thank you for saying stand strong. I want to say Mother Shelley, everybody watching, I appreciate you all. I didn't want to stay on here too long. I just want to share some information, some insight to confirm things so everybody can know that you're going to start hearing people start saying even more things with keywords that we all talk about on here. Got me? So, on that note, love, peace, light, darkness, supreme balance, which is the yin and the yang, to bring nothing but the balance to what? The universe and so on. And it is your boy right here, your little big brother, none other than Neg Adezo, also known as Brother B4TL, and Green Light Cosmic Angel Fire. Till then, I hope to see you tomorrow. Peace.